Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Bhupesh. Hope you're doing perfectly well. So, what we're gonna talk about today? We're gonna talk about the extended session on N8 workflows that we have discussed last time. But today we'll be checking how to install N8 on Kubernetes and how to do simplest, one of the simplest use case of uh, redeploying an application using N8 workflows. Now, just to give a small background, N8 is a very popular open source and the cloud-based version of a workflow management tool, or you can say you can create the chatbot or any automation that you can think of. It can be done with the help of N8. N8 is easily integratable with GitHub, with MCPs, with AI agents and other sort of aspects. If you talk about Slack, Teams, and so on. So let's see how N8 can be installed and configured on Kubernetes and how it can interact with your application, and then it can be triggered with the help of Grafana also. So that is a quick recap. There's no much of theory, and I have a GitHub page on N8 also, so that you can mimic whatever I'm doing today on my K3D Minikube cluster, and then you can also see how it works at your. So there's small 3-4 lines of documentation pertaining to that. So let's go back to my cluster. This is the cluster I'm talking about. I'm already in the N8 uh, Kubernetes space. Let me go back to that repository that I'm talking about. This is the one. Let me open the VS Code. Now what we have, first of all, we will install the N8 workflow onto the Kubernetes cluster, and let's see what are the things that we need to install. So I was not able to find any Helm chart, but I think you can install all these things with the help of this manifest. Is N8 deployment that you can run, and you can spin up the Bitnami kubectl latest image, and then this is running as an init container. The actual N8 image is this one, the N8 IO and N8 latest. Why I've installed this kubectl as an init container, this I'll let you know later, because we need to fire certain Kubernetes related commands from N8 container. So that is the reason there's another init container that is running. This is my persistent volume to keep up the data. This is the RBAC that is needed to RBAC needed for a service account, so that it can get list, watch, patch deployments, and there's a role binding also across your cluster, especially in this namespace, right? That is the service account that is required. There's a service that will get created, and the N8 will run on port number 5678. That's it. So let us quickly install these four and this effect.link.yaml also, which is nothing but spinning up a Spring Boot application with one replica onto the same namespace. So this is what we have in this folder. Let's do quickly ls -ltr. Yes, that is pretty much. Let me do kubectl apply -f and then dot. So it will apply all these uh, YAML files. Ignore the JSON file. That's okay. So let me open the another window to see how my things are coming up. So yeah, the N8 workflow is up. I can see SVC. The N8 service is also running. And so let me do port forward of N8 right on 5678. 5678. Perfect. So let me open this N8 workflow. So it will send the problem, or actually I've done a port forward on pod rather than service, and I am running it on this 5678 port. So let me quickly go back and then sign out so that you can see the sign in page. This is the sign in page. You need to simply give your email ID, and then first time you need to give your password. I hope I have given correctly. Yeah. So so this is the home page of your N8, right? Now, if I go back and create one in the first workflow, right? So now this is the now I want to create a workflow. And before I talk about this workflow, what this workflow will do. Now suppose there's a requirement to restart your deployment of for any application, and I have got that from the alert, from the Grafana alert. So how you can do, you can actually create a workflow for deploying the pet clinic application deployment, and then you know in, trigger that workflow with the help of n8n. So what I'm trying to say, if there's any problem that is happening like pod hogging or flow error in your pod, you want to restart this deployment, then you can trigger this workflow, right? And how you gonna trigger this workflow? This will not get triggered manually. This you can trigger it with the help of webhook, and that webhook you can apply into Grafana. So I'll talk about it. First of all, let me create this workflow for you. So I'll come here. I'll just import from file. So there's a file which I have already created for you guys, which is there into that GitHub documentation. And yes, I'm talking about the pet clinic. Okay, so this is the file. So I'm saying the moment I will hit this, it will install. It will first of all do the manual trigger. So you see, manual trigger has happened. It is setting the deployment values. It will restart the deployment, and then it will give you the response. So response is your deployment is successfully restart. So how we can verify this? I will come here, KGP. Now you see pet clinic pod has been terminated, and it is come back again. So I've actually restarted that deployment, but not manually, with the help of n8n workflow, and that workflow I have created it. Now this workflow is not enough. Okay. Now I need to create a webhook so that I can call this workflow with the some automated fashion. So I will activate this first of all. Okay. Uh, okay. So let me go back. So this is the test URL, but to get a production URL, let me go back. Yeah. So yeah, there's already a with this name. Let me go back and then open this. This is the same workflow which is active. Now why I've selected this, you need to enable this active, and then double click this workflow, and then you will get the production URL, right? This is the production URL that you need to, it's a webhook URL that you need to call whenever there's automation you need to fire. So how you will call it? So it's simply you need to call this workflow from an alert uh, from Grafana. Now let me install Grafana also so that you can understand what I'm trying to say, right? So I'll come back here. I'm explaining you the different flavor of your automation. So I'm trying to explain you the AIOPS automation, right? So let me see if we have anything in there. Yes, we already have a Grafana and everything running. So I have ran this command, which is actually installing a Prometheus stack, which is installing Grafana, Prometheus, and everything. Right, let me do a put forward or Grafana service. Prod Grafana, and then simple, and then meeting. Okay, fine. So I'm exported my Grafana. What I'm trying to explain you, that the moment your Grafana is there, I will tell you how to get the key. Not this one. Key get secret of Grafana. Echo, yes, this is the password of your Grafana login. If it is not login, if it is login, then it's fine. Yeah, so you come down here, alerting contact point. So how to use it? That is important to understand. So you simply go ahead and no, delete this, cancel. So I will create a contact point, and when you do integration, you type webhook, okay, and then you put that URL of the webhook which we have created from n8n workflow. So this was the URL. Like instead of localhost, you can give the actual IP or the load balancer IP, or if it is there on your EC2, you can give that. So this webhook is created. You will create and give this name of webhook of n8n. I'm telling you the AIOPS flavor for this. Now you have a n8n. The moment you create alert, right? Then you create an alert and then you tag a contact point. So the moment any alert is created, suppose this is the alert I'm talking about, any alert, okay. So currently this is going on a this is a run book. This is this you can configure to go it to an email, or you can configure to get it to the webhook also, right? So maybe that part I don't want to explain it today because it will take a lot of time, but you need how to create a alert and Grafana. Suppose there's any alert, that alert should get notified either to email or should get notified to either to webhook. So what I'm trying to explain you here, what is the benefit of this, n8n workflow? So you create any complex workflow in this, and then suppose you are getting any Grafana alert, and what are the backend things that you need to implement on Grafana, like restart any deployment or scale any deployment or do anything. You can simply create a n8n workflow, create a workbook, and then attach that webbook to the Grafana, and then your the SRE work can be automated, right? That's what I'm trying to explain. So what is happening, by the way, in this JSON or in this, so I am simply saying cube restart, cube rollout. This is the command that I'm running from init, right? So I can run any command and then create that workflow and then automate that workflow with the help of n8n. So that is pretty much about today's session. What we learned, I know it was a little bit lengthy session. First of all, we installed n8n onto Kubernetes. Then we installed Grafana. Why Grafana? Because I want to create a connection between n8n and Grafana. And then I created a webhook for restarting an application. Okay. Then we saw how that webhook got triggered whenever I was running manually, or you can call that webhook from a outside world also. Meaning, let me explain that final step also. So you can call this from this. So now my Grafana pod is this one, right? Let me. So what I'm trying to say here is this webhook can be called outside manually also, right? I'm calling this container, and then from inside container I'm calling this webhook, right? So workflow was started. See, so it went inside that container, and then workflow was started. Let me see the workflow, and I can come back. I can go back to the executions. I'll be able to see the execution that has recently happened, right? So that is, I want to explain quickly. So yeah, if you have any doubts and queries pertaining to this session or anything that you think n8n cannot do, and how n8n can act as an AI agent, consider from the agent AI perspective. If you marry these two things, then it is solving a purpose. If it is not, you're not marrying these two things, that it is n8n is running separately, Grafana is running separately, then you're not able to solve any use case, right? So that is pretty much. I will take a pause. If you have any further questions on n8n, you put down in the comment section. I'll try to solve it. Thank you. Bye.